Hi, I'm Willie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're a first-time viewer, please go click subscribe. If you need IT consulting, go to williehow.com, fill out that contact form, and someone will be in touch with you as soon as possible. If you are a return viewer or subscriber, thank you very much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. So what we're going to answer tonight is the age-old question of, is Alexa listening to everything you say? So what we're going to do is we're going to mirror some ports on a switch. We're going to download Wireshark. We're going to do some analysis, and we're going to have some fun with this. So let's do it to it. All right, so you remember our UDM Pro, and we also have our Unify Switch Flex Mini. We're going to need a couple other things. We're going to need Wireshark, and we're going to need that access point. Now, the access point, if we bring it up here, we are going to see it come up. It's MikroTik D79E77. It is open. So I am not going to do any kind of configuration of this. It is just what it is. It's open, no configuration, literally just plugged it in. So that is what we're going to use for our wireless. And if we bring up our Flex Switch Mini, you will see that our uplink to the UDM is port 1 and it's gigabit, and then our AP is 100 megabit full duplex, and it is tied into port 5. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to go grab Wireshark, and we need to install that. All right, so you can grab Wireshark from Wireshark.org. It does work on Mac, Windows, or Linux, so we're going to go ahead and download it. And I have the 64-bit version of Windows, so I'm going to download the 64-bit. You can see it's about 57.3 megabytes, so I'm going to download that, and then we're going to start the install. All right, so that download is finished, so we are going to go ahead and run this install. And for the most part, I think we're just going to accept the defaults. Yeah, we'll create a desktop icon. We're going to associate all these different types of files with Wireshark. They're all trace files. And we're going to install in PCAP. We're not going to do the USB PCAP. So we will run through this installation. All right, so our installation of Wireshark is done. And you can see it's finding all of our local interfaces. Now, if this is your first time with Wireshark, do not be intimidated. It is a fantastic tool. There is a user guide, there's a wiki, there's mailing lists you can get on. There's all kinds of ways to learn this. So I'm actually going to do some videos to talk about filters and things like that. But what we're going to do real quick is we're going to flip back over to our Flex Mini. And I told you earlier that our AP is plugged into port 5, and this is where we are going to join our Alexa or Amazon Dot to. So what I need to do is I need to mirror all the traffic on this port to port 4 so that I can plug in my laptop and we can use Wireshark to display the packets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ports, and I'm going to go to port 5, and I'm going to edit port 5, and I'm going to go to profile overrides, and I'm going to go to mirroring, and actually I want to go to port 4 to do that, sorry. Profile overrides, mirroring, and we are going to mirror port 5. So it is possible that not all traffic of a faster interface may be mirrored to the slower interface, port 4. And that's absolutely fine, because this is actually slower, and this one is actually faster, but it's actually down right now, so that might be why we are getting that message. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and click Apply. And so now you can see that port 4 is mirroring port 5. So now what I've got to do is I've got to bring up my network and internet settings. And we're going to come over here to Ethernet, and And we're going to go to change adapter options because we want this screen to come up because we need to see, you know, what network Wireshark thinks this is here. So we'll bring Wireshark back up because you see all of these different connections. So we actually are going to use Ethernet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an Ethernet cable and I'm going to plug in from my adapter over here to port 4. All right, so now we've got an Ethernet cable plugged in. You can see we're getting some little spikes here. So what we are going to do is we are going to select this interface and we're going to listen to what is going on. You can see there's little spikes, but I'm not 100% sure what's going on because unless something has joined the MikroTik access point, there shouldn't be any real traffic on there. Maybe there might be some ARP traffic or something. So I guess the first thing we could do is actually go ahead and capture this interface and see what's going on here. Yeah, so it's ARP traffic that we're catching. So looks like 1.1, which would be the USG, is or whoever 1.97 is. That must be me doing the broadcast. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and stop this real quick. Now what we're going to do is we are going to get a baseline of this in real time to look at the traffic, and then we're going to join our Alexa to it. We're going to get another baseline, and then we're going to see what happens. I'll be right back. So what we're going to do a visual representation of this to make it a little easier for us, just because we're in this video format, is we're going to use the I/O graph. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new capture, and I'm going to bring up the I/O graph, and you're going to see the I/O graph is going to start drawing as we start getting traffic going across the interface. So you see the time down here, and then you see how many packets a second. So not only can we see the packets back here, now we have this nice visual representation of actually how much traffic is going across this. So this is kind of our baseline right now, right? There's not much going on. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to join my cell phone to the Wi-Fi real quick, and we'll do a speed test, and you'll get to see exactly what it looks like when we put a little bit of traffic on the MikroTik. So I just joined my phone, and so now you can see the packets really went up. So now I'm going to open up the speed test app on here, and I am going to click go, and it is connecting, and you are going to see the packets on this kick up. So right now I'm running a speed test. So that's what it looks like when we're going to put a load traffic on. So we got a little baseline. So now what we're going to do, I'm actually going to drop my cell phone off, and I'm going to switch back over to my regular network. So now we should see the traffic on here return to pretty much nothing, right? So we can see the traffic in the background is kind of shouldn't be doing a whole lot of anything at the moment. Yeah, we're kind of playing catch up here, but right now I don't have any connection to that access point. So you'll see the traffic kind of going back. You can see our graph over here for the amount of packets. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to break the Amazon Dot out of the box, and we're going to set it up. So give me just a minute, and I'll be right back. All right, we can see the Alexa packets, and as soon as I said,
I know that one.
As soon as I said Alexa, you can see the spike in TLS traffic there. So give us just a second here. All right, so Alexa, So as soon as I say Alexa, you can see that we start getting all kinds of packets going here. And right now we're just holding a normal conversation. And there's nothing really too exciting going on right now on the network. So we're just normal talking. We're not doing anything crazy. I'm not seeing any kind of crazy spikes on this. You know, we've just got some ARP traffic, some UDP traffic. But if I say Alexa, there's immediately a spike in traffic. Alexa, tell me a joke. And she did not like that. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Okay, here's a dinosaur joke. Did you hear about the pink Stegosaurus?
No.
It stuck out like a dinosaur thumb.
Oof, that's a dad joke right there. But you can see that the only time we really had any traffic was when we were talking to Alexa. Now you can see we've got some things going back and forth there. But there are only 3 devices connected to the UDM Pro, right? And so, and we are one of them. And then you've got the Amazon device. Amazon. I'm just seeing if it's okay. So I said Amazon. We did have a little bit of traffic there. So whatever it is, at least it's encrypted. So let's try it again. Alexa, who's my favorite singer?
I don't know, but I'm sure you have great taste.
So when I talk to Alexa, or Alexa perks up, you see we get this big spike. We get this big spike in TLS traffic, and we get some packets down here. So where we're actually at with those packets, let's see. So we can kind of see. So right now, as I'm not saying the key word, which is, you know, Alexa, play Beer Never Broke My Heart by Luke Combs.
Here's Beer Never Broke My Heart by Luke Combs on Amazon Music.
So, Alexa, stop. So you can see that when we did that and we started bringing stuff in, we had a huge spike in traffic. So I would say, just based on the few minutes we've spent here with Alexa, that Amazon has taken some of the privacy concerns and things like that probably a little bit more serious than they did before. So Alexa, though, is actually listening to everything that I'm saying right now because I said the keyword and trying to decipher what I'm saying, if it's a command, if it's a question. So, and it was not. So, you know, we can ask, you know, certain things, you know, like, Alexa, who won World War II?
The Allied powers of World War II, including the United States, the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union and China, were successful in defeating the Axis powers, most notably Nazi Germany and the Empire of Japan, on the 2nd of September 1945.
So you can see we get a nice spike in traffic there. And then you can see once that's done, our traffic, you know, pretty much returns to normal with little to no packets, just some ARP packets. Alexa, what are ARP packets?
Packets is a form of the noun packet, which means a large amount of money.
That's not what this is. Maybe that's what it is to Alexa. But every time I say Alexa, every time I say the keyword, you can see that we do get that traffic. So they must have some sort of onboard processing. I haven't looked into it a lot, but I know everybody is freaked out about the security concerns with these devices. And it does look like Alexa is scanning for the keyword. When you say the keyword, then Alexa opens that connection out to Amazon, right? So we've got our Alexa set up. Let's see what else Alexa can do. Alexa, who's your Huckleberry?
I don't know that one.
Okay. Alexa, play a random movie quote.
Okay, here's movie quote. Here's your quote. This is Sparta.
So, yeah, they need to build some inflection into this. But, we've been going for a little while, and you can see that, we're not getting, and even over here, when we're not saying the key word, we're not seeing that same TLS and TCP traffic. There it is right there. There's a little bit there. So there might be a keep alive or something. But it's definitely Alexa, play Mozart Symphony number 19.
Mozart, Symphonies numbers 40, 41 by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. So you can see that in these periods when we are not saying the keyword and we're not requesting something, we've got pretty normal traffic. So I'm going to have to really run this and get a place where I can log large amounts of traffic to get a better grasp on this. But I would say that for the time period that we're here, it's sending some traffic. It could just be a keep alive. I'm not 100% sure. We can dig more into this. But this was just supposed to be a cursory view of what might be happening here as far as the traffic goes. So I am getting a little blinky green ring. I'm assuming that means that it's awake. And, I don't know if this is going out, getting software updates, getting a status or whatever, but you can see that it's not currently actively constantly transmitting data. So we could do something like this. Alexa, play Who Made Who by AC/DC.
The album Who Made Who isn't included with Prime, but is available with Amazon Music Unlimited. Play over 60 million songs on this Echo Dot with Amazon Music. It's free for 30 days and then you'll be automatically charged $3.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Terms in the Alexa app. Should I start your free trial and play the album Who Made Who?
No.
Okay. You can sign up anytime by saying, sign up for Amazon Music Unlimited. Here's a station for you based on Who Made Who by AC/DC on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. So, you see all the traffic, that's happening while that communication is going back and forth. And until we queue that, there's really nothing. So, like I said, I am going to have to capture larger amounts of data. So I'm going to have to get a machine where I can capture, about a week's worth of packets and do some analysis. If you've done this analysis, on your own, let me know. Alexa, are you listening to everything that we say?
I don't know that.
She doesn't know that. So, pass your judgment based on what you're seeing here. Run your own experiments just like this, but I am going to dedicate a machine with a pretty sizable hard drive to be able to, capture large amounts of packets and then run some analysis. So we kind of know what we're looking for based on this. So anything with that TLS version 1.2 going out to any Amazon addresses, we're going to know that that's what we're looking for. So base your judgments on this on longer terms. Do your own experiment however you want to do it. But, proof could kind of be in the pudding, kind of not. Here, once again, we haven't said any of the keywords. There was some traffic. So it could just be a keep alive. I'm not 100% certain on that. Alexa, who am I?
I'm talking to William. This is William's account.
So, pass your own judgments for sure. All right, so that's it for this video. Make sure you try it yourself. I like to thank my special guest, Alexa. Hey, Alexa, I hope you're having a good weekend.
Thanks. I hope your weekend is the best ever.
Oh, so sweet, right? So I really do hope that you're having a great weekend. And if you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. I hope you will subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you need that IT consulting, go to williehowe.com. Fill out that contact form and someone will be in touch with you as soon as possible. If you want to support the channel by becoming a patron on Patreon, and thank you to those folks, that link is down below, and all of our affiliate links that don't change your price but kick a couple bucks over to the channel. Those are all down below as well. Once again, I'm Willie. Have a great weekend. Have a great day, whatever day it is. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.